Okay, so the best way for me to handle such bad stains, there's some bad stains on that back seat right here. They said they've tried everything. The guy said he shampooed it. He said he put some kind of all-purpose cleaner on it. He said it was worse than this actually, but he said this is what they was left with, and their car wash attendants could not get rid of it. So they'll call me every now and then if they got something like this. You got to keep in mind these rental cars. A rental car is the worst car to do because people treat rental cars like, I'm going to drive it till the tires fall off, and all kind of things ends up on these seats and whatnot. But, it happens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on this side using the Nathan Flanel method. Nathan Flanel was a guy who came up with this method a few years back. I'm a heavy forum user. I go to a lot of detailing forums, just to keep abreast to what's going on in the industry, what's new and what's old. So Nathan Flanel is a detailer. I think he's out of Florida. And he came up with a method that uses a high-speed buffer like this one. Now, this high-speed buffer here is not made for amateurs. It's actually made to buff the car, wax the paint surface of the vehicle. It's great for that. This one right here is an industry. This is a high-speed rotary, so it will strip the paint off your car if you don't know what you're doing. And I use it every day. Now, with this wool pad here, this wool pad is actually made to get above surface contaminants that is rough to get off. You use this one. This is not the first thing you would grab if you was trying to do some paint correction on your car. You would grab something like a cutting pad like this. Now this cutting pad right here is also great for getting above surface contaminants off your car, your hood, your doors, trunk. This is made for stuff like that. It's not as aggressive as this one is. So this would be like a medium grade. A light grade would be this. This is also a cutting pad. This is a cutting pad for the same thing, okay? But I'm showing you three different pads just to show you the light, the medium, and the aggressive pad for cutting paint. Okay, put these back. Nathan Flanel came out with a method for grabbing your wool pad immediately. You don't grab anything but a wool pad in this case when you're working on fabrics. He uses that, and he uses Folex, which is the best stuff you can buy on the market for getting rid of stains, pet accidents, grease, ink, red wine, coffee, blood, rust, food, cosmetics, dirt, grime, most old stains, and it's excellent for upholstery. You get this stuff right here at Lowe's. Then you're gonna pay about $6 for it. It's great for DIYers if you want to, do your own work. You want to clean your own car up, your own house. It's great for your carpet on your inside your house. I love this stuff. I buy it by the gallons. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you Nathan Flanel's method of getting rid of stains on fabric seats. First thing we're going to do is just soak the stains down. Only the stains. Only the stains. All right. Here, got some stains, got some bad stains right here in the middle. Just gonna let it soak. All right, now once I have sprayed the stains, what I like to do is come back with my all-purpose cleaner. LA's Totally Awesome. Now this is 100%. Well, no, this is 5 to 5, so this is gonna be 5 to 5. So what I'm gonna do, this is half water, half LA's Totally Awesome. I spray the rest of the seat with the LA's Totally Awesome. I only spray the stains with the Folex, but the rest of the seat, if I can get it on the right one, the rest of the seat I spray just with the LA's Totally Awesome. Why? Well, the LA's Totally Awesome is a great product within itself, number one. Number two, it's a little bit more economical than the Folex, so this way I can save a lot of money and still get the job done. Alright, so now I got everything soaking, dwelling. I'm going to go ahead and turn my machine on and show you how I get rid of stains in seats, fabric seats. Now this wouldn't work on a leather, but fabric, it works great. Let me open the door, plug her up. Okay. Okay, now she's plugged up. Only thing I'm going to do now is turn her on, and I'm going to try to hold it while I'm shooting this video. Okay, so now I have her good and rubbed in to the point where if I turn it up, it's not going to sling a lot. See, first you want to turn it on just one, just to get it worked in. All right, now that she's worked in, you want to turn it up. Okay, so now I'm looking at this seat here. Now some people may be thinking this, well, you know, it looks good and I don't see any more stains, but it's also wet. So once it dries, will those stains come back? And the answer to that is no, because what has happened is this wool pad has pulled up those stains with the rotation of my rotary. To give you an example, if you look at this seat here, which I've already done, it's dry as a bone. It had the same amount of stains in it, but there's no more stains there because I've already done this one seat here. Okay, now we go back here again and look at this one, and there's no stains. The stain that was here is gone. The stain that's here was gone. I had a lot of stains right here, and the stain that was on this side in the middle is no longer visible. Now you may be wondering, well, how wet is that? You know, as you know, if you got this done, could you leave immediately? I'm gonna say for this method here, you want to wait at least 20 minutes. You know, because right now as I put my hands on it, could I sit on this? Yes and no. I mean, if it was just a situation where I just had to leave, then yeah, I could just throw some newspaper there and sit on it, and it would be no problem. But keep in mind, this method that I'm using is one of the last methods to use. I wouldn't use this method immediately because, like I said, you don't want to get these seats. You don't want your seats wet at all. Okay, so normally 95% of the time, well, 85% of the time, I wouldn't use this method. I would just come through, rub them, you know, get them out, spray them down, rub the seats, and then when you get in as a client, you would never feel anything as far as moisture. And there's not a lot of moisture here right now, but there is a little bit. Okay, 20 minutes in a hot sun, that'll be dry as a bone though. But the objective was just to remove those things that Hertz could not remove. And what I would do with the magic of time elapse, once this dries, I come back and I let you see the final results.